Welcome back to another episode of Soul Connection. I'm Magdi Fernandez and we're here reporting on Air Max Day and what happened in London this year. So last year, a few of us will probably remember, some will probably try and blank it out of our memory with what they did with HTM and Air Max Day and so on. It was a bit confusing, didn't really understand it. It was all a bit all over the place in my opinion. And I think Nike knew that. And this year, they had to step up. It was the 30th anniversary of Air Max. So if you're gonna do it, you have to do it right now. Because if you don't, when are you gonna do it? So I don't think any of us were disappointed with what happened during Air Max Day. Some of the shoes, some of the most incredible shoes have dropped this year, where they've remastered the Air Max 1, where they got a bunch of guys which are now considered the masters of air. Shout out my boy Stevie Ryder, who's one of them. They took him to Portland, to the Nike headquarters, to the campus, and they actually helped to develop the original shape of the Air Max 1 through research, through old samples, through old product, through old magazines and ads and stuff like that. They all collated all this information and developed the original Air Max. Apparently, and I'm not sure if this is true, but one of the rumors was that Nike had lost the original last of the Air Max 1, which is the reason why they changed the shape. It wasn't that they didn't want to do the original shape, it's just that they lost the mold. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a cool story, the fact that they're able to get all the original guys, people who truly love this thing, and developed and brought back the original remastered shape of the Air Max 1. I was unfortunately unable to get those, but you can't win them all. The other shoe was the Atmos, which was the one that they voted back last year. Personally, that Atmos Air Max 1 was the least best. Is that even a way of saying it? But that was the worst out of the 6. I think there were 6 as well. Atmos collaborations that they've done. Considering some of the Safari, the original Atmos Air Max 1B, the Viotech ones. Like, I mean, the list can go. But I'm really shocked that was the shoe that got voted back. There were 2 shoes that dropped during the Air Max celebrations that I was able to get. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the original Air Max ones in the OG shape, or the remastered shape as they call them. But the ones that I did get one of them is the Air Max 1 Master. Now, a lot of people have probably already seen a lot of these unboxings and so on, but let's just show them again because they're so dope. They are made up of 12, if I'm not wrong, they are 12 different Air Max 1s. The upper is from the Kid Robots, if people remember those. And I only realized that because of the pink laces. The Air Max 1, the OG color at the front, the green here from the patters, the chlorophyll patters, the Safaris, I don't think these are the burgundies, but I think these are patters as well. OG ones, the Royals. I'm a bit confused. Can anyone tell me what that one's from? This is the only one I seem to just struggle with. I just don't know what that one's from. And then the rest of these, of course, like the Albert Heijns, which are like the grails of Air Maxes, and so on. And I think the sole is from the Liquid Golds. If anybody can confirm that. But I think it is from the Liquid Golds because it has kind of like a marble effect on it. So that is the Air Max 1 Master. And the other shoe is, of course, the most, for me, is what Air Max Day is all about. is the incredible, unbelievable, super modern, super futuristic VaporMax. Now, no matter how many times I've looked at this shoe or held this shoe or even tried on this shoe, it still blows my mind how they were able to create this shoe in such a way that it's unbelievably comfortable as well. Like, it's not just let's make a shoe and let's just be quirky about it. They've created a shoe which is functional, futuristic. You know, tech is all over the place on this. I mean, from the Flyknit upper, which we've seen for a while now, but to be able to create this upper straight onto an outsole without a need of a midsole is unbelievable. It's incredible. I actually got this in a US 13, which is too big for me. Somebody told me that they come up quite small, but actually they don't. For me, a US 12 would have been fine. So I need to try and see if anybody can swap these out for a UK 12, for a UK 11, sorry. But it's amazing how you can see, even through the sole, that you can see how it's clear, and you can see the kind of underneath of it, and you can see the bed of your foot. It's incredible. It's a great shoe. And I hope that they make a basketball version of this, because people who know me know that I'm like a basketball guy. So this in a basketball silhouette, unbelievable. Can't wait for that. Or hopefully. Each year, Nike London try to elevate what they do for Air Max Day, and this year was no different. So what they did was actually create something called London on Air, which was a series of workshops that helped the community develop their skills in photography, music production, and graphic design. It wasn't, you know, some people were saying, well, I don't like these activities. What's the point? How does that connect to Air Max Day? But Air Max Day is a celebration. It's a celebration of the community that has been wearing Air Max for years. So why not give back to the community, teach them something, teach them new skills. Giving back to the community is never a bad thing. So either way, they did a great job. I've actually done a recap of what happened during that whole time. It was on for about 4 or 5 days. Check it out, and I'll see you in a sec. So as you saw, Air Max Day London was pretty sick. That whole space, that whole studio space was incredible. I'm quite upset that I didn't actually get to try out any of the, or do any of the lessons. I had other engagements, but from everything that I've been hearing about it, it was sick. And you know, the photography side of it was dope. You know, the graphic design side of it was dope. Even the music side of it as well. You know, I've always wanted to dabble in music production. I've always thought of myself as a bit of a DJ Premier, you know, Pete Rock, Lord Finesse, someone kind of, you know, I could make some crazy stuff. But either way, I didn't get to do it this time, but let's see what's gonna happen next year. That is it, Air Max Day 2017. We are out. Let's see what's in store for next year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to keep doing more of these videos. If there's any comments on what more we could be doing or shoes that we could be reviewing, let us know.